Welcome. Today, we're diving into the world of adverse drug reactions, or ADRs. We'll explore how these reactions are classified and the importance of reporting them. This is a crucial topic for anyone involved in healthcare, ensuring patient safety and improving treatment outcomes. Let's get started. Let's start by understanding what an adverse drug reaction, or ADR, really means. According to the World Health Organization, an ADR is a harmful and unintended response to a medicine, even when it's used as prescribed. Monitoring these reactions is crucial. It helps protect patient safety, improve treatment results, and spot new risks early. It also supports regulations and sharpens how we weigh benefits against risks. At its core, pharmacovigilance aims to catch and prevent medicine-related harm as soon as possible. When we talk about global regulatory requirements, we're looking at a complex but essential framework that guides clinical safety and reporting worldwide. International guidelines like those from the International Council for Harmonization set the standards for managing safety data, electronic reporting, and ongoing benefit-risk evaluations. On the regulatory side, authorities such as the FDA in the US, the European Medicines Agency, and others play a critical role in enforcing these standards. Together, these guidelines and agencies ensure safety and consistency across markets. Let's clarify two key terms: adverse event and adverse drug reaction. An adverse event, or I, is any unwanted medical issue that happens during treatment, no matter if it's caused by the drug or not. An adverse drug reaction, or ADR, is a specific type of adverse event where there's a suspected link to the medication. For example, if a patient on antibiotics develops a rash, and we don't know if the drug caused it, that's an I. But if we suspect the drug caused the rash, it's an ADR. Remember, all ADRs are adverse events, but not all adverse events are ADRs. When we talk about adverse drug reactions, we often use the Rollins and Thompson classification to make sense of them. Type A reactions are augmented. They're dose-dependent and predictable because they're tied directly to the drug's known effects. Think of hypoglycemia from insulin or bleeding caused by anticoagulants. On the other hand, Type B reactions are bizarre, unpredictable, and not related to the dose. These include serious allergic responses like anaphylaxis from penicillin or Stevens-Johnson syndrome. Understanding this helps us anticipate and manage risks better. Let's take a closer look at extended ADR classification, the types of adverse drug reactions that go beyond the immediate effects. Type C, or chronic, happens with long-term therapy, like adrenal suppression from corticosteroids. Then there's Type D delayed reactions, which show up after prolonged use. Think carcinogenicity or teratogenicity. Type E covers end-of-use effects, such as withdrawal symptoms from opioids. Finally, Type F is failure, when treatment just doesn't work, like antibiotics failing due to resistance. Let's talk about serious adverse drug reactions, or serious ADRs. These are reactions that have major consequences, like causing death, or putting someone in a life-threatening situation. They can lead to hospitalization, or make a hospital stay longer than expected. Sometimes, they cause lasting disability, birth defects, or other medically important conditions. For example, if a drug causes severe liver failure that requires hospital care, that's classified as a serious ADR. Understanding these criteria helps us prioritize patient safety. When we talk about severity assessment, we're looking at how serious a condition is and what kind of response it needs. Mild cases don't need any intervention, think mild nausea. Moderate cases require us to adjust treatment, like when someone has a significant skin rash. Severe cases are more urgent, often needing hospitalization or intensive care, such as acute liver injury. It's important to remember severity and seriousness aren't the same thing. They're related, but not identical. Now, let's talk about causality assessment, a way to figure out how likely it is that a drug caused a specific event. The WHO system breaks this down into categories like certain, probable, possible, unlikely, conditional, and unassessable. We look at factors like timing, what happens when the drug is stopped or restarted, other possible causes, and whether it makes biological sense. This helps regulators decide how strongly to link a drug to an event. Now, let's look at how we calculate the ADR reporting rate with a simple example. This rate helps us understand how often adverse drug reactions are reported within a given time or population. By tracking this, we can spot trends, improve safety, and ensure better patient care. It's a key metric that turns raw data into actionable insights, showing us where to focus our attention next. When it comes to individual case safety reports, or ICSRs, there are some essential components we always look for. First, the minimum reporting criteria. This means we need an identifiable patient and reporter, the suspected drug, and the adverse event itself. Beyond that, additional information like patient demographics, medical history, other medications, outcomes, and lab findings help build the full picture. All of this follows a regulatory standard known as ICH E2B, R3, which keeps reporting consistent worldwide. When it comes to industry responsibility, timely reporting is absolutely critical. Serious unexpected adverse drug reactions need to be reported within 15 calendar days. If the reaction is fatal or life-threatening, the reporting must be expedited, no delays. Follow-up information should be submitted as soon as it becomes available. For non-serious adverse reactions, the timelines depend on regional requirements. Meeting these reporting deadlines ensures safety data stays current, helping regulators and healthcare professionals protect patients effectively. Here, we see a breakdown of events linked to two groups, Drug A and all other drugs combined. The numbers show how many times an event was reported versus when it was. This kind of data helps us calculate something called the reporting odds ratio, or ROR, which is a key tool for spotting potential safety signals. It's a way to sift through large databases and highlight where we might need to pay closer attention. When it comes to adverse drug reaction reporting, we face some common challenges. Underreporting is the biggest hurdle worldwide. Many reactions simply don't get reported. Then there's incomplete information, where key patient or event details are missing. Delayed reporting creates risks for regulatory compliance. Data quality issues also pop up, duplicates, inaccurate coding, and poor documentation. To tackle these, we rely on training programs, electronic reporting systems, pharmacovigilance audits, and continuous monitoring. Together, these measures help improve the reliability and timeliness of our reports. Let's wrap up what we've covered. Monitoring adverse drug reactions, or ADRs, is essential for keeping patients safe and supporting pharmacovigilance. We classify ADRs into types A through F, based on how they happen and how predictable they are. Assessing seriousness, severity, and causality helps guide regulatory decisions. Individual case safety reports are the backbone of global safety efforts. We also use numbers, like reporting rates and odds ratios, to spot signals and weigh benefits against risks. Finally, strong reporting systems keep us aligned with international standards and regulations. Thanks for joining me today. If you want to explore this topic further or have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I appreciate your time and attention, and I look forward to continuing the conversation. Thank you.